He's a burrito-fueled death warrior.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the unique toys, Dragoon. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have a very ominous, very intimidating image here of Dragoon, and I think they forgot to take this piece of the battle mask and bring it down because that one's not where it's supposed to be. That's okay though. He still looks very scary and creepy. His name is Dragoon. If you can see, there it goes. It's all psychedelic from Unique Toys. On this side of the box you have Dragoon. On the other side of the box you have Dragoon up top, Dragoon on the bottom. Things and stuff that I cannot read. On the back of the box you just have your obligatory product shots of Dragoon in his robot mode, in his jet mode, and that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is the collector's card with Dragoon. On the back, you have his back, and you also have things and stuff, and tech specs and whatnot. If that interests you, hooray for the cards. And moving right along, here we have a Dragoon, and this is Unique Toys' take on the Last Night Megatron, my personal favorite of the movie Meg's. And here he is in his jet mode, and the jet mode looks quite good in my opinion. Let's get in closer so we can take a look at the details. We do have lots of nice molded detail throughout. You get some spots here picked out in a goldish paint. Got the landing skid here, which is die cast. You do have an opening cockpit here. You can open that up. You got a little bit of detail in there. There's not a whole lot of space to fit anything in there. You have to find like a really tiny figure to put in there, but I guess you could put some in there if you could find something small enough. You do have some of that Cybertronian writing here on the sides. You get some more of that kind of like dull gold. You get some of this nice copper color going on here as well. Again, we've got some nice detail going on here. You can see his cannon just stores right up top, as you can see. And the wings looking all wingy-like. In the back, you can see the metal chain here for the cannon itself, and just plugs in right there on the side. And the thrusters right there, you can see the back of his head peeking out there. He has back of the head visible syndrome, visible back of the head syndrome, syndromes of the heads that are visible. I don't know. I do whatever. But here is the top. Here is the bottom. Just kind of see how things work out there. And he does slide. He slides as sliding flying things should. Hooray for sliding and flying. But there you have that. And for comparison, here he is with the Voyager Last Night Megs. We'll do it this way. You can see how that works out. Whoosh. Here he is with the Leader class. He is definitely larger than the Leader class version. Whoosh. Here he is with the Weijiang upscaled Voyager. It's still even bigger than that. Whoosh! And here he is with the Masterpiece Movie 1 Megs. As you can see how that works out. Whoosh! And lastly but not leastly, here he is with Unique Toys Optimus Prime. So, there you go. So now let's run through some of the accessories. The first thing you get, obviously, is the cannon, which is already stored right up top here on the jet node. But you do also get his sword axe thing, which I always loved the design of. I think that just looks really cool. You can see done in that gunmetal gray with that kind of pale gold going down the length of it there. Looks quite nice. I dig it. I dig it. And you also get his shield done in that same color scheme. That's some nice detail going on there as well. Now, as far as storage for the weapons, other than the cannon, they don't tell you how to store these things. You know, the sword is pretty common sense here, though. There is a tab right up top here on the cannon, and there is a slot right there, so you can just take the sword and just tab it right up top there and have that going on. As far as the shield goes, I have no idea. I don't I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for this to plug onto. These are the forearm ports right here for robot mode, but there's no, these things kind of get in the way, so there's no place to, I don't know. I don't know. If you can figure out how this stores, if this stores in the jet mode, good for you. But yeah, that is basically it for the jet mode, so let's get down to a transformation, shall we? That's the best we can do here. That's the best we can do. So first thing we need to do is remove the weapons, take the sword, put that off to the side. We do want to remove the cannon here, so just unpeg that, and then unpeg this section here, and we'll put that off to the side. And this is what we have left. You can see the detail in there once we remove the cannon. So, now that we have what's left here, let us begin. So, first thing we want to do here is we want to flip up the landing skid. Just flip that up, take these little fins here, just fold these in. And now we will come here, take these sections, and just raise them up. Raise them up. And we're going to start just undoing a bunch of stuff here. So, first thing we're going to undo is this panel right here. Just lift that up, which will free up this panel. And that will just come around like so. You see that reveals his hands. And then this comes in, and this will tab in right there, like so. Once you've done that, you want to untab the forearm from this section here. So just bring it down. That will untab it right there. And we come up front here, and we untab this section. Just bring that back. And then raise this whole section up. Untab that. And there we go. And that frees everything up. So we can just pull all of this out like so. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just raise that up and just undo all this. Bring that around. Tab that in. Unpick that. Bring it back. And just raise all that up. So we can then free all this up. Oops, we didn't undo the forearm. Oop, there we go. Untap the forearm. There we go. Now we can bring all this out. And voila. And it's going to get to the point where he's just going to look totally exploded, but trust me, this is all going to come together very, very nicely. We're going to come here, we're going to untab these sections like so, and untab this bit here, which is attached to it. Just open that up, and untab that, open that up, and yeah, he looks all exploded now, but trust me, this is all going to come together. It's all going to come together beautifully. Just bring all this up. And we'll just kind of straighten out his arms right now. Just take this bit, fold that in, bring that down, bring that around, bring that down, fold that down, bring that around. We can just kind of bring the arms out and bring these out like so. And we'll just kind of get his head all situated here. So these side panels just come out to the sides like that. I'm going to turn his head around. His head is on a slider, so it slides forward like so. And he's pretty much good to go. We can just kind of leave all this just kind of hanging out there, because now we've got to work on the legs. So moving on to the legs. What we're going to do here is we're going to do a lot of twisting and turning, a lot of turning and twisting. But trust me, it's all going to come together. It's all going to come together beautifully. So, we're going to undo this section here, flip this over, flip this under, then all this will flip under here like this. Now make sure this is out of the way so you can get that under like so. And then this whole section here will just rotate down, and this will just meet in the middle. Right here, like so. And we do want to work on his feet right now, so just bring that around, bring this down, bring this over like that, and then bring his toes down. This bit right here, you just want to split and then rotate outward. Helps if you bring it down first and then rotate out. And then bring these around. You can see a little peg, a little port right there. It just plugs in on either side, like so. And we got that. Once you've done that, we can take this section here, this section here, and this will just rotate around. And this one's pretty stiff on mine. Rotate that around, like so. Bring that down, bring that down. And then this whole leg panel, you want to bring this section up. This is spring-loaded, so just hold that up and swing that around. Make sure you clear top of his foot, bring that around, and that will tab in right there like that. So once we've done that, we're going to take this bit here, make sure that's folded all the way down. This will rotate around like so, and then this whole assembly will rotate around like so. And then all this will just come around and tab in right there, like that. And then we're just going to take the knee and bend it up. You see the post support right there, so just bring that up like that. And then you just rotate the leg so his toes are facing forward. This is going to be the front of the body. And there you have a leg all done. Second pass is just like the first. And now he's got 2 legs. Hooray, 4 legs. The legs are really the most involved part of this transformation. Everything else is pretty easy. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this panel right here, just flip this around, and it's his butt plate right there. So he's got his booty, got the Meg's booty going on. Now we can bring his legs down, and we are pretty much done with the lower body. So now we can move upward, onward, and upward. Take this panel here, flip that in, flip this panel in, rotate this around. You can see this bit right here. These bits are also spring-loaded down. Bring that down and around, flip, flip, rotate, bring it down, and there you go. So now we move, give it, hey! My God, man, my God. Work with me, Megs, work with me. Sorry about that. But anyway, he passed out from the sheer immenseness of his own awesomeness. I don't know. But anyway, so now that we are here, we are going to just untab what will be his chest and shoulder pads from this section here. So untab that. Shoulder pads, just kind of bring those around and up to get them out of the way. Now as far as the shoulder pads go, they're on a little rail here. Bring them back up to their starting position. You can see them right up there. So this one, you just bring down, bring it off to the side, bring the other one down, boop, and bring that off to the side, like so. So, now we just open up this section here. You want to untab this a little bit first, and then open up this section here, rotate this bit around, open up this section, open up the nose. You can see there's a little bit of die cast in there. There's a little bit of die cast in them, not a lot, a little bit. Bring that in, close that back up. This will fold in, close that, and then close that on top of it, like that. And then we just take the whole chestial region, that will come down. Let me come down a bit here so you can see what's happening. And we're just bringing all that down, like so. This is getting flipped back. And then we're just bringing this up, and all of this will come around. You want to make sure the arms go under the shoulder pads, like so, and just get everything situated. And of course this part's never fought me before, but because the camera's on, of course now it's going to fight me. There we go. Okay. So all that just comes around like that. Straighten his head out. Now the chest pieces, you can see here, there are a little tab and slot in there. So just bring that in. You'll feel it. You'll feel it tab into place. And then we can just bring his arms down. Make sure everything is oriented properly. Get his arms down. Rotate them around. Bring those shoulder pads down as well. Get everything looking nice and neat like. And the last thing we do is, again, if these panels have closed up on you, just bring them out again. This just comes up onto his back, like so, to finish everything off. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo! We're done. And there you have Dragoon, aka Megatron, in his robot mode. And that looks fan-freaking-tastic in my opinion. I think Unique Toys just knocked this out of the park as far as I'm concerned. I love this. Absolutely. Absolutely love this. Looks so good. So good. But let's get in close here. That on his chest. On his noggin. And that is a very nicely done head sculpt. He's got the red there on the side of the face. Again, you have some more of that kind of dull gold there. The eyes are painted in red, as you can see there. So some nice detail going on there with the head. Quite good, quite good. Nice shoulder pads, got the little spikes going on there. All that spiky goodness. Got some nice detail going on. That's more of that copper color going on there. Little skirt pieces. This looks really nice, really well done. I love how it all just comes together. Big old feet. I move it up the back. I mean, the transformation is pretty much as clean as you can get. I mean, the jet just kind of vanishes into the robot, and that's just some black magic going on here. Just some straight up black magic. Now, as far as articulation goes, the head can rotate. You can only get so far before these kind of spikes get in the way of his chin there, but you can pretty much get him looking as far as a head really should be able to look. He can look up, he can look down. These shoulder pads are on a hinge and a ball joint, so they can move out of the way for your arms. Of course, can rotate, can do a full 360. Can move in and out. Can move all the way up if you need them to. They can also move backwards a little bit if you need them to. You also have rotation. You have your rotation right at the elbow itself. Moving on down. Again, you got that rotation right there. Of those, you get over 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. As far as the hands go, you do have wrist rotation. You also have this hinge here, which allows the hand to move inward if you needed to. The hands are poseable. The joints are pretty stiff on mine, but you have the thumb is on a ball joint at the base and a hinge right there. And the index finger is a separate piece. You have a hinge there, hinge, and a hinge there. And the other three fingers are just a solid piece with a hinge there and a hinge there. So those fingers move together. You do have waist rotation. And these skirt pieces, as you can see, will move out of the way to accommodate leg movement. These will also rotate up a bit if you need them to. They can also shift outward as well. And legs can go forward. About that. Oops. Of course, the knee's going to come undone now. Legs can move forward about that far before it starts to bump into things. Back that far. Outward. You can do the full splits. You got side rotation there. You do have a nice full range of movement there on the knee. As far as the feet go, the feet are a bit limited. You do have your ankle tiltage. You do have a bit of rotation if you kind of undo things there. You get some rotation. You do have a toe joint if you need it, but as far as like any upward and downward movement, again, you have that, but you don't have any downward movement. So there you go. Now, as far as weaponry goes, we can store everything on his back, and we can take the shield. You can see there's a port there. We can take the cannon and plug that there like that, just let that chain hang. And we can take the sword, plug that onto that. We can have all that going on, and we can just take all this and just plug it onto his back like so. So you can, if you want, store everything on his back. If you don't want to do that, you can just take the sword. You can see there are tabs on either side here, so you can have it on either side, but if you want screen accuracy, I should tab onto this side. And granted, this doesn't hold in all that well, unfortunately. It takes a bit of doing, and it likes to just kind of pop itself out. I think it's just, there's like a sweet spot that I found. There we go. It's like a sweet spot for it. But yeah, you can store it across his back like that. That doesn't hold on super secure. That comes off very easily, but it is what it is. thing you can do if you want to do it. But, of course, he is a warrior. He should be holding his weapons, wielding his weapons. So we'll give him his sword, SC tab, and the slot palm of weapon holding. And we just put that in there. He does hold that very securely, like so. So you can hack, hack, slash, slash, hack, hack, slash, slash, do all kinds of that. Of course, we can take the shield and plug it onto his form, like so, and have that going on. And of course, we can give him his cannon. We want to flip the longer peg up to reveal the shorter peg, and that's what we'll plug into the form, like that. Plug that in like so. And then we take the chain here, and this will just plug into the back of his shoulder like that, and that looks quite cool. And there we have Megs, all armed up. Now, the cannon itself does have a light up feature, and the instructions don't tell you what kind of batteries this takes, which is royally annoying. So I just tried out whatever I had lying around, but the battery compartment is right here. You just open it up. I put 2 AG9 batteries in there, and it worked, so we're going to go with that for now. So I don't know if those are the batteries that are supposed to be used, but it's what worked in there. So, hey, it is what it is. But you close that up, and there's a button right there. You push it and boop, and you can see there's a nice bright orange LED that goes off in there. And when you push the button again, you get some bloosh, 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 blooshing action going on. And when you push it again, you get rapid blooshing, rapid fire blooshing, all kinds of rapid blooshing. So that's a thing you can do also if you want to do it. So, yay! Yay for blooshing. And Megs here does also have his battle mask, and to do that, it helps if you undo his pecs. Just kind of get them out of the way, because what we're going to do here is we're going to take the top of his head and just bring it up. Oh, that's just, I'm sorry, that just looks... He looks startled there. Just, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of those old Ghostbusters figures that had the, you push a button and they have like a little I'm getting scared gimmick. That's what this looks like. It just looks like, anyway, you just bring that up, and then you're rotating his face around like so. And then that just looks even funnier. And then you just bring that down like that, and then we can close his pecs back up. And then you take the side pieces here, and they just slide forward like so. And there you have Megs with his battle mask, and I love that look. That looks so freaking awesome. So there you have that. Another accessory you get is an optional new head for Unique Toys Optimus Prime, and here it is right here. Now this head has the light up gimmick and all that good stuff. This one is more Age of Extinction. This one is more his Last Night head sculpt. And you can see the eyes are nicely painted. And this just has the typical Prime mouth plate swapping gimmick here. You just flip that up, pull that, flip it around, and voila, now he has no mouth plate. So, yeah, me personally, I think I am going to be swapping these heads because I like that one a lot better. And it's easy to swap out to just a screw underneath the neck. You just undo that, pop the new one on, screw it on. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, there you have that. And the last thing you get is a display base here. Now, I don't know if this is a pre-order thing or a first run thing. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work when you order this figure, but I got one. But yeah, as you can see, it looks like Shockwave's giant murder worm, but looks pretty cool. I dig it. So yeah, you get this nice little display base. It's made all of plastic. You can see it's just hollow. And there's a ball joint here too, so I think maybe if you get enough of these, you can start to kind of stack them on each other and actually make the murder worm. I don't know how that's going to work, but hey. You got the display base there. You can take Megs and plop him right up top. There you go. You have a nice little display option there for your Megs. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with the Voyager Megs. With the Leader Class Megs. With the Weijing upscaled Voyager. With the MPM Megs. With MPM Optimus. with DX9's Hutrud, with Unique Toys Lockdown, with a little mohawk. There he is. He's just a little guy. And last but certainly not least, here he is with Unique Toys Optimus Prime. So, there you go. So there you have a Dragoon, and yeah, Unique Toys have done it again, man. They knocked it out of the park as far as I'm concerned. The jet mode looks great, the robot mode looks fantastic. The transformation is just performing that black magic. And this is just a very imposing looking figure, as Megatron should be. My only real complaint about the figure is the outward ratchets on the hips are a little looser than I would like. He tends to do the splits kind of easily, so it would have been nice if those ratchets were just a bit tighter. That and better instructions that tell you, how to store the weapons, what kind of batteries the cannon takes, basic stuff. Would have been nice if they had put that in the instructions. But overall, I am super happy with this figure. I think it's absolutely amazing, so. There you go. Now I picked this up from TF Source. And of course, you can also get third-party toys from BigBadToyStore.com. As always, link in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Unique Toys of Dragoon, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Oh, Megatron, we meet again. Wait a second, didn't you look different the last time I saw you? You had a different name, too. What's going on? Don't question it. Just accept it. Oh, okay. Cool. So, who's your tailor? Oh, is it Rodolfo? Because he helped me out with my new look.